Merry Christmas. My name is Josh DeVore, and I have the privilege of being our Desert Christian School Administrator and a pastor on staff here. To introduce Day 6 of our Advent Devotional, I have two statistics to share with you. First, the famous Rockefeller Christmas tree in New York City began in 1931. That first year, the tree was an average 5 to 7 foot tall tree, and today the tree is over 80 feet tall and is wrapped in 5 miles of Christmas lights. Now, that first statistic was just for fun. Here's another statistic for you. On average, someone has 7 to 9 conversations about Jesus with different people before praying to receive Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior. While I don't remember very many statistics, that statistic in particular sticks out to me. And whenever I have the opportunity to share Jesus with someone and they don't accept Christ right away, I just pray and say, Lord, I pray that you would send that person 8 more people after me. And I do that because I believe in a God of divine appointments who is bigger than me and pulls invisible strings. Now, recently, a dear man from our church family passed away. His name was Danny Allen. I attended his memorial service last Saturday, and Pastor Chris shared one of Danny's favorite sayings during the service. The saying was, show up, just show up. I love that saying because it can be applied to our work ethic, of course, but it can also be applied to our spiritual lives as well. There are divine appointments that we need to show up for, and most of them are mundane responsibilities. Today, our Advent devotional brings us to Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, where a particular character showed up for a mundane task that resulted in fulfillment of prophecy about the promised Messiah. And so, I want to read the passage from our book today. It's in Luke chapter 2, verse 1 through 5. In those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration when Quirinius was governor of Assyria. And all went to be registered, each to his own town, and Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the town of Nazareth to Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. Did you catch that divine appointment? Joseph showed up for a census registration, and a very inconvenient one at that. After all, his wife was super pregnant. My wife and I will barely fly when we're getting remotely close to a due date. When she's pregnant, I guarantee you we aren't even considering any cross-country walking road trips of any kind. And that's not all. That census registration only resulted due to a political dispute at the time between King Herod and Augustus. And yet, that census was really a divine appointment from God, who chose to fulfill a prophecy about the birth of the Messiah, that the Messiah would come through the lineage of David and be born in Bethlehem. So how can today's Advent devotional apply to our lives? I would submit that we all need to take a hint from our brother Danny Allen and Joseph of the Bible. Let's show up and represent Christ through the simplest acts of obedience, and just maybe the Lord will use our small acts of faithfulness to accomplish great things for His kingdom and His glory. Merry Christmas.